Welcome to the Writer's Anointing Show. I'm your host, Dr. Jewel D. Williams. I'm an author and owner of Tribe Production Publishing, where we help you write it. And so this month, I've been giving you my little quick tips, and today I will give you the same. In today's episode, I'm calling Write It. And I just want to share 3 quick tips with you. My first tip is set a monthly goal. It is so important, and I think it's vital for you to set some goals. Oftentimes we get frustrated in our writing because we have this expectation of writing and, our novel or whatever it is, and it's being done very quickly. And it can be overwhelming and a little bit scary when you're looking at the finished product. But if you set it into smaller bite-sized pieces, then you can take it and run with that vision. And so I would suggest you set a monthly goal. If you want to write 10 pages per se in a month, then break that down based on how many days you're going to write. If you're going to write once a week, then you know that that's 4 weeks. You're going to have to write at least, a certain amount of pages depending on what you're doing. If you're trying to get 20 pages done, then if you're only going to work once a week, you're going to have to work at least 5 pages. Per week. So you set the goals, but you make them realistic and you make them attainable so that you don't become overwhelmed and quit. So set easy, achievable goals. So that's the first thing, is set a monthly goal and then keep it. And then the next point I want is step away from it and let it rest. And what do I mean by step away from it and let it rest? It is so important that you kind of take a step back after you've written for a while, because what happens is our minds are a cool thing. Our minds you'll go to read your writing, for example, right? And because you know what you meant to say, you will put in, and your mind will fill in the blanks even though it may not be there. And so when you step away from what you've written it and let it rest, you give yourself a chance to come back to your writing with a fresh set of eyes. So this time when you come back, you will be able to catch more of the things that you left out. And so that's why even when I'm writing, I will straight write. And then I will walk away from what I'm doing for maybe a month. And then I'll come back and I'll reread it to make sure that what I thought I said is actually what I wrote. And then my third point is start again. So you set yourself up in this process. So what's my 3 points about writing it? Set a monthly goal. And then once you've reached that goal, step away from it, let it rest. Then go back to it and read it and catch whatever errors you had, and then you start all over again. And so my last part of this, it's not one of the points, but I should have made it's like, call it a 3-point A or 3B. One of the things you really want to make sure you do when you write, just write, let it flow, let it come out. Don't necessarily try to do the perfect editing at that point. I mean, you catch the minor things, but you do the editing after you've stepped away and let it rest. Then you come back, and it's at that point when you read it again, you try to read it not just as the writer, but you also try to read it as an editor. You try to read it from from the reader's perspective. Is it making sense? Did I mean what I said? Was that sentence choppy? Was it clear? And so you want to do that. So again, my last points for this month is to write it, is to set a goal and then keep it. And you determine what's going to be an attainable goal for you. Then after you've reached that goal, step away from it. Let your writing rest a bit. Give yourself a chance to come back with fresh eyes. Do your editing. And then after you've done that, then you start again and you set your next goal for the next month. And then you repeat until you've completed your project. I hope these tips are helping you. And if you need help with writing it, I can help you from concept to the completion of your work. You can email me at drjewelwilliams@publishthevision.com, or you can go to my website, publishthevision.com, to see my pricing. And again, I can do one-on-one mentoring. I can do group mentoring, whatever it is that you like. Even if you would like for me to come and speak to a group, I am willing to do that as well. You just need to email me and let me know what your needs are. And so again, until next time, as I always say, write it.